The night she walked away, she never looked back. But what she didn't realize was that was the exact moment I stopped being the man she thought she knew and started becoming the man she would regret losing for the rest of her life. My name is Daniel Carter. I'm 34 years old, a quiet software engineer who always believed loyalty was everything. For 8 years, I built my entire world around one person, my wife, Emily Carter. She was 31, beautiful, confident, and the kind of woman who could brighten any room the moment she walked in. I trusted her without question until the day I came home earlier than expected. I still remember how quiet the house felt. There was no music playing, no television on, just an uneasy feeling growing inside my chest. Then I heard laughter coming from upstairs. It wasn't only her voice, there was a man's voice too. The moment I opened the bedroom door, my entire world shattered in a matter of seconds. Emily was there with another man. She didn't panic. She didn't cry. Instead, she looked at me as if I were the one causing the problem. "Daniel, this isn't what you think," she said calmly as she pulled the sheets around herself. But it was exactly what I thought. The man beside her was Jason Reed, 36 years old, a flashy businessman with a reputation I had heard about before. He looked at me with a smug smile, as if he had already won. That day, I didn't yell, I didn't fight, I simply turned around and walked away. Somehow, that confused her more than anything else. A week later, she officially left me. There was no guilt, no apology, only cold, heartless words. "I deserve better." Those 4 words burned themselves into my memory. At first, I was completely broken. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. Every day felt heavier than the last. But eventually, something inside me changed. I stopped chasing closure and started chasing growth. I went to the gym every single day. I completely changed the way I dressed. I poured all my energy into my career like never before. Within a few months, I earned a promotion. Within a year, I had started my own technology company. By then, Daniel Carter was no longer the same man she had left behind. Meanwhile, life wasn't turning out the way Emily had imagined. Jason wasn't loyal. In fact, he was exactly the kind of man everyone had warned her about. There were endless parties, countless other women, and absolutely no commitment. Little by little, the exciting life she had chosen began falling apart. Then, almost 2 years later, she walked into my office one evening. I barely recognized her. The confidence that once filled her was gone. Her eyes looked tired, worn out, and full of regret. "Daniel, can we talk?" she asked quietly. I leaned back in my chair, calm and completely composed. "About what?" She hesitated before speaking. "I made a mistake, a huge mistake." "Of course you did." She told me everything. Jason had cheated on her, then he left her. She realized far too late what she had thrown away. She missed the life we had together. The irony almost made me smile. This was the same woman who once looked me in the eyes and said she deserved better. I slowly stood up and walked toward the window, allowing the silence to linger between us. "Do you remember the day you left?" I asked. She nodded as tears slowly filled her eyes. "You said you deserved better." "I didn't mean it like that," she whispered. I turned to face her. "No," I said calmly, "you meant it exactly like that." For a brief moment, hope appeared on her face, as though she believed I might forgive her. Then I told her the one thing she wasn't prepared to hear. "I agree with you now," I said quietly. "You do deserve better, just not from me." Her expression fell instantly. "I spent years loving someone who never truly respected me," I continued. "When you walked away, you gave me the greatest gift I never asked for. You showed me my own worth." By then, tears were streaming down her face. "Daniel, please." But I wasn't angry anymore. That was the biggest difference. "I've already moved on, Emily," I said, "not only from you, but from the person I used to be." She slowly looked around my office, taking in the success, the confidence, and everything she once had but chose to throw away. "Is there really no chance?" she asked softly. I gently shook my head. "Some doors don't close because of anger," I said. "They close because of clarity." And just like that, it was over. She walked away the same way she once had. But this time, she was the one hoping I would call her back. I never did, because revenge isn't always loud. It isn't always destructive. Sometimes the greatest revenge is becoming someone they can never have again.